Hello, everyone. I am Dr. John Harper, your trusted guide to vibrant health at any age. I'm sitting here in my cozy office, surrounded by years of medical charts, research papers, and memories of patients who've changed my life as much as I hope I've changed theirs. Today, I want to talk about something so simple, so everyday, yet so overlooked. Your rice. Yes, that humble grain on your plate could be quietly working against you, or it could become a cornerstone of a healthier, more energetic you. Stick with me, because I'm about to share 5 powerful secrets, plus a couple of my own discoveries, to transform your rice into a life-giving staple. These aren't just tips, they're lessons from decades in medicine, from patients who've inspired me, and from science that's too compelling to ignore. Ready to make every grain count? Let's dive in. I've spent over 30 years as a doctor, mostly working with folks like you, vibrant, wise, over 50, and looking to feel their best. Early in my career, I was like most doctors, prescribing pills, tweaking dosages, and hoping for the best. But then I met Mr. Robert Jones, a retired teacher with warm eyes and a heavy heart. At 62, his blood sugar was climbing, his cholesterol was stubborn, and his feet were starting to go numb. He wasn't eating junk food, just a simple pot of rice he'd cook, freeze, and reheat. I kept upping his meds, but nothing worked. His worried look haunted me. When he passed away from complications, it broke something in me. I asked myself, what are we missing? Why isn't modern medicine enough? That question sent me down a rabbit hole of research. And what I found about rice changed everything. Have you ever felt like the answers you're given just aren't enough? That's where my journey began, and I'm here to share it with you. Let's start with something so easy it feels like a secret no one told you. Soak your rice. I know you're probably thinking, Dr. Miller, I rinse my rice. Good enough, right? But hear me out. Soaking rice for at least 30 minutes in warm water does something remarkable. Rice has this compound called phytic acid in its outer layer, a bit of a troublemaker that can block your body from absorbing nutrients like calcium, zinc, and iron. Soaking breaks it down, unlocking those minerals for your body. Plus, it makes rice easier to digest, which is a game changer if your stomach's been acting up. I had a patient, Mrs. Susan, 72, who'd wince after meals, bloated and uncomfortable. I told her to soak her rice for an hour before cooking. A month later, she called me, practically glowing, saying her bloating was nearly gone. Can you imagine a small change like that making such a big difference? Just rinse your rice a few times, soak it for 30 minutes to an hour, and drain. But don't leave it too long. Over 3 hours in warm weather can invite bacteria, and we don't want that. Now here's a surprising one. Add a spoonful of vinegar. I can almost hear you saying, vinegar in my rice? Won't that taste odd? Trust me, it's like a secret ingredient that works magic. A tablespoon of natural fermented vinegar, like apple cider, slows down how fast your body digests carbs, keeping blood sugar spikes at bay. A study from Johns Hopkins showed this can lower rice's glycemic index by 31%. That's huge for anyone watching their blood sugar, especially if diabetes runs in your family. My patient Jerry, 67, was staring down prediabetes, stressed and scared. I suggested adding a spoonful of apple cider vinegar to his rice cooker. 2 months later, his fasting blood sugar was stable, and he was grinning ear to ear. Start with half a tablespoon if your stomach's sensitive, and always use natural vinegar. Synthetic stuff won't do the trick. Let's talk about something you might already love. Oatmeal. But here's the twist. Mix a little into your rice. I call it the golden ratio. About 1 to 1.5 teaspoons of oatmeal for every cup of rice, roughly 5 to 7%. Oatmeal's packed with beta-glucan, a fiber that acts like a sponge, soaking up bad cholesterol and easing it out of your system. It also slows digestion, which helps keep blood sugar steady. The National Institutes of Health found this combo can slow sugar spikes by 43%. My patient Dorothy, 75, struggled with high cholesterol and early diabetes. She started mixing in that golden ratio, and 3 months later, her numbers were better, and she was smiling like she'd won the lottery. Have you ever tried mixing grains like this? Stick to the ratio, though. Too much oatmeal can cause bloating, And if you've got kidney issues, check with your doctor first. Here's a vibrant addition. Sprinkle in some turmeric. That golden spice in your curry isn't just for flavor, it's a powerhouse. Its active compound, curcumin, is an anti-inflammatory superhero that can improve insulin sensitivity, helping your body use insulin better. A 10-year study from the NIH showed curcumin reduced insulin resistance by 23%, rivaling some medications. My patient Helen, 69, added a pinch of pure turmeric powder to her rice after checking with her doctor. Her blood sugar control improved so much she cut back on meds. Start with a tiny pinch if the flavor's new to you, and avoid curry powder. It's not the same. If you're on meds or have gallbladder issues, talk to your doctor first. Finally, here's a game changer. Cool and reheat your rice. It sounds strange, but let me explain. When you let freshly cooked rice cool for 30 minutes to an hour, the starch changes into something called resistant starch, up to 18% more, per Oxford University. This starch feeds your gut's good bacteria, boosting immunity and easing digestion. My patient Donald, 74, had chronic constipation and IBS. After cooling and reheating his rice, his gut issues improved dramatically. Can you picture your gut thanking you for this? Just don't let it sit too long at room temperature. Eat it soon or refrigerate it to avoid bacteria. I want to add 2 more secrets from my own research. First, try using brown rice or a mixed grain blend. Brown rice, or a mix with red or black rice, has more fiber and nutrients than white rice, lowering its glycemic index. A Tufts University study backs this up, showing better blood sugar control. Soak brown rice a bit longer, 1 to 2 hours, for a softer texture. Second, add a teaspoon of virgin coconut oil when cooking. It's got lauric acid, which supports heart health by boosting good cholesterol, per Harvard research. It also adds a subtle aroma and aids digestion. Use virgin, not refined, and start small if you're not used to it. These secrets aren't just tips. They're small, powerful choices that add up. I think of Mr. Jones often, wishing I'd known then what I know now. His memory drives me to share this with you so you can feel stronger, lighter, and more alive. What's one small change you could try today? Start with one, maybe soaking your rice or adding a pinch of turmeric, and watch your body respond. Eat with gratitude, my friends. It makes a difference. Join me next time as we explore another simple ingredient to fight inflammation. Until then, here's to your health, one grain at a time.